Hello. Hello. It is Tuesday. It's Mario Party. All right, let's get started. I was having a little bit of problems on the setup, so hopefully we're past that. Hopefully. Hello, Antonio. Hello, Johnny. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, and yeet indeed. No, I'm good. We're going to Pyramid Park today. We're going in order. We'll go 40. We'll go 40 just because I don't want to be here too long. I mean, nothing super outrageous has happened, but you never know. Sure. Well, we'll run this ragtag group. Because Pyramid Park is one of these star stealing boards. It's one of them, and I do enjoy them. It's really fun just to run around and squish people and attack people and cosplay as Bowser if you're in Mario Party 8. Yep, we got Yeet. We have the Yeet shirt. I wore that yesterday. I wore my Yeet shirt yesterday. I hate talking. I always hate talking. And yes, I double made sure that my controller was plugged in correctly to the extension cord. I double made sure of that. I will never let myself live that down because, oh my god, that's so ridiculous of me. So how is everyone doing today? Nope, I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know where they are. I just want to go. I just want to go. So yeah, how's everyone doing today? I had a dentist appointment this morning at like 8:30. And it was just a regular cleaning. Nothing too fancy. So it really wasn't that bad. But my mouth doesn't feel as sore as the first appointment I had back in like April. Because I remember the dentist was like a whole big deal for me. And I've talked about it a little bit before, about like my feelings. But kind of the TLDR is, I think I've just been plagued by bad dentists. And I wasn't really like taught how to take care of my teeth properly growing up. And just also plagued by bad dentists that would tell me really mean-spirited things. And Koski, what are we doing, Waluigi? I was getting to the point in my life currently. Oh, hello, no. Nice, saved it. I was getting to the point in my life where I was getting my really bad teeth were debilitating my everyday life. So like I need to do something about this before shit happens. And so back in April I made a call to schedule a dentist appointment because I hadn't been to a dentist in like 8 years before that. Cause like I've been so like super anxious and paranoid about literally everything. So called to get that done, and everyone was so nice at this dentist. And they did a cleaning that day, and they're like, okay, we'll get you scheduled for like, a couple fillings and everything. We did that. But then like after that first cleaning, my teeth were so sore. My teeth hurt so bad for like a day and a half. Probably just because, I wasn't really taking care of it very well. But like my mouth doesn't feel quite as bad after today. What am I doing? Where are we going? What is happening right now? Everyone's back over here. We'll just go this way. Oh, wow, this bridge is just Koopa. That's crazy. I love it. No. I'll save my money. It's fine. So yeah, that first appointment, they did a cleaning and like just kind of did all the fun x-rays and everything. Did all that, and like my mouth was super sore. And then I think June 1st was when I had those fillings done. I was out of commission that day. But yeah, dentist really isn't so bad. And another part of my problem is the lack of insurance, and I have to pay for everything out of pocket. But like, whatever I paid today wasn't really that bad. It wasn't really that bad. It does get that bad if you don't have the money. But yeah, the dental insurance really feels like a scam. Just insurance in general. Because I've heard horror stories upon horror stories about people getting denied the care that they need because insurance is like, no. Why does insurance get to decide, hey, hello, why am I being screwed here? God damn, I should be where Waluigi is right now. He's crashing, he's crashing, he's crashing. He's crashing. There we go. Ta-da! Come from behind. Anyway, yeah, like why should insurance be the one to dictate what care we all need? Like why should they get to be the ones to decide? They're not medically qualified. You know, they never went to med school. You know, they don't have their doctorates. What are they doing? They're not the ones that spent years and years and years in med school trying to help people. And like, yes, there's good and bad doctors everywhere. But like, why should the people behind the desk and on the other end of the phone decide what care we need? You know, I've heard stories about people getting denied care after the procedure's done. And like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. And I've heard the dental insurance is a lot worse about it than like regular health insurance. And also, why is dental and vision separate insurances? People need to see and eat to just function in everyday life. Like, why do we need to have separate insurance for that? It's honestly ridiculous, in my opinion, because, like... And also, a lot of things tie into your oral health, too. You know, you can trace a lot of things back to, you know, your oral health and how your teeth are and everything. Like, it tells a lot. So yeah, it's really crazy that people have to pay out the ass for like glasses and to be able to actually see out of their eyeballs, and also to have like, you know, healthy teeth to like actually eat and function and get their energy. Like, it's so crazy, the world we live in sometimes. And I have also, on the flip side, I've also heard horror stories about universal healthcare too. While it would be great for everyone to just have insurance, you know, I really, like, what we have is better than most, because, like, if you have universal healthcare, again, this is just from stories I have heard, you don't get to decide what doctor you see. And the wait times are ridiculous, I have heard. So, yeah, it's like, you're kind of just screwed either way. Just insurance in general feels like such a scam. But yeah, that was another thing that stopped me from taking care of my teeth, is lack of dental insurance. But I think most places will have ways for like payment plans. I know the one I go to in my town will have like payment plans for like some of the big stuff. And it's like, yeah, this cleaning was like less than $100. And I even got like a $45 fluoride treatment too, because like, might as well. If I need it, I need it. It's like $45, that ain't too bad. So, yeah, that's what I did this morning. That's what I was up to. And hopefully, I don't have to scramble for a babysitter, because my husband had to stay out. So he wasn't home, and it's like, well, crap. Like, I know Allie is 11. She's at the age where she could be, you know, a responsible babysitter. But there have been times where it's like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. It's like, yeah, they're my own kids, but still. Come on. It's fine. So yeah, I asked my mother-in-law for a favor. She watched the kiddos for me. And now, one of them is up there gonna spend the night. So, yay! It's all fun. And then Riley gets to go tomorrow. So, hooray! Riley's all mad about it. But it's okay. You get to go up there tomorrow. Alright. But, yeah, that's been my day so far. Getting, like, other than that, like, nothing, like, super spectacular. Yeah, nothing super spectacular. Just a disappointment. And hopefully it gets to a point where, I'm not, like, completely terrified of the dentist. Because, believe me, I used to be absolutely terrified to even think about a dentist appointment. To even think about getting my teeth looked at. I used to be absolutely freaking terrified. So, hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Like, believe me, I understand, you know, or just people being really worried about anything medical. I've been there too. So, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, I guess. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So let's move on to a little bit brighter note than depressing dentist appointments. I know Blue was talking about it when we rated her, but they showed a little trailer for the stuff that's going to be added to the Switch 2 edition for Xenoblade 2. I am hype. I am excited. I am super duper excited. Nice. That was a literal straight shot. Love that. Yeah, I'm super excited for Xenoblade 2. 2024 was essentially the year of Xenoblade 2. I think we added 3 on top of that too with Future Redeemed. But yeah, Xenoblade 2, I had all those costume changes for all those characters. And the Zeke costume change is in here somewhere. My mod in here. So we're getting bots. I don't need AI viewer. That's so funny. Mario literally just stole that from Waluigi. That's great. Yeah, that comes out Thursday, the Switch 2 for Xenoblade 2. I'm excited for it. Super hype. I think my husband wants to play through Xenoblade 2 when the Switch 2 edition comes out. And the new Blade, honestly, Xenosaga fans are freaking eating. they are eating good, man. And like, I don't know much about Xenosaga. Not exactly sure a lot of like the story or anything. I know some characters, that's really it. I mean, Cosmos, and then Momo getting added. Alright, hello, yes. I would love to ride. Free blocks. Give them to me. Cool. Bloop! And then, we could just immediately take this one. Bloop! Goodbye, kid. Where's right here? Thank you! Thanks, Bowser. Thank you, Bowser! So yeah, they and even from the initial trailer of all the Xenoblade Switch 2 versions, or Xenoblade Chronicles Switch 2 versions, they kind of like, not really like glossed over, but kind of gave bullet points as to what's going to be added into, and I was sure like the closer we got to the release dates of said Switch 2 versions, we'll get more information on it. And we did with Xenoblade 2. They just kind of dropped it. They just dropped the trailer like nobody's business. And game looks great. Yeah, game looks great. The playable Merc missions look pretty fun. And personally for me, I have seen honestly mixed feelings about these, and everyone has their own personal reasons as to why these are so cool and also why they're so not cool. And that is the new outfits for Pyra and Mythra. Like, actually seeing them, I popped so hard for them. Like, I'm like, yo, those look sick! Like, literally when I saw them, I was super excited. I thought they looked so freaking cool. Yeah, I thought they looked super duper cool. Okay. Yeah, I thought they looked really cool. And the Pyra design, oh my god, Boo is in my way! Why? Oh my god, why did it go all the way over? That was so stupid. They like did nothing for like 5 seconds. Or even more than that. I don't understand. It's fine, whatever. But yeah, specifically the new Pyra outfit, I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, it kind of looks like Pyra's beta design. And I mean, yeah, there's shades of Pyra's beta design there, and it looks really cool. Yeah, like the outfits look really sick. There's different motifs, and it really like ties into like their like Aegis True Power origin. And I've seen people be like a really good mix of yay or nay on the new designs, and again, for different specific reasons. Blue, I know Blue talked about how, you know, they're like less sexualized, and it's like, yeah, I can agree with that. And it's like, me personally, like, she has a keen eye for that because she's lived that. And I'm sure anyone else who has lived through, you know, being sexualized a lot, is quick to point it out. It's like, I haven't really lived through, I haven't lived through it directly, you know? Finish. You didn't even get me. I haven't really been on the receiving end of like being like super hypersexualized. I just know like people are really weird when it comes to Reddit. And like that's like it's a whole different thing. But like for me, like I don't like, yeah, there's stuff that makes me like sigh, you know, like it's like, really? Where it's like, that seems a little excessive. But, like, I usually can, like, you know, shut off my brain to that unless it's, like, super egregious. But it's like, I don't necessarily have problems with their designs. Like the normal designs and it being, like, sexualized. Like, yeah, there's problems where it's like, bruh. And, like, the jiggle physics are really bad in Xenoblade 2. And it does get distracting at times. And, like, I feel like no matter what clothes you put them in, if everything has that jiggle physics, it's gonna be a problem no matter what you do. So it's almost like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type thing with their outfits. But that's not going to pull away from the fact that those outfits do look freaking dope. I think it really pulls night and day. Because, like, Pyra's outfit has, like, night sky, like a night sky motif on some of the, like, the designs. And Mythra's kind of has, like, a really calm daylight pattern to it. I've seen some people with the small critique of Mythra's saying there should be a little bit more gold in her outfit. And someone kind of edited it to, like, where some of the accents are more gold, like her weapon is. And it does look pretty cool. So yeah, there is a lot more, like, silver to Mythra, and Mythra has always felt super gold. But, like, the outfit itself is very cohesive and it looks very good. So, I think for me personally, and I know I am, like, one of the very few people that, like, you know, have the DLC with Xenoblade 2 that doesn't put massive melee Mythra on Mythra. Because, like, the common thing is, like, oh, Mythra's good at criticals. Crit recharge is, like, her specialty. But, like, for me, I tend to do things because I do the opposite of overrated. I do the opposite of overrated just out of pure spite. And it's like, yeah, the black tights look pretty sleek, you know, on Mythra, but I'm not a fan of them personally. I am personally not a fan of those black tights. And, like, it's one of those pick your poison, you know? Do you want the black leggings, the skin tight black leggings, or do you want her ass hanging out of a dress? Either way, her ass is hanging out of a dress. So, yeah, for me personally, I don't, and also, I set Mythra up more for agility than for crits, because her crit rate's naturally high anyway. So I don't really worry about that too much. When it comes to, like, actually building Mythra in the game, I usually focus on, like, I've focused on agility, and I'm, like, the only one that does not put massive melee Mythra on Mythra. And me, personally, I don't do it for Torna because it creates a massive continuity error. Because there's a big oversight with massive melee Mythra in Torna, because her core crystal is separated and not whole like it should be in Torna, and that bugs me so bad. Wow, I roll less than 10 with a 3 dice. I can't even make it over there. I guess I'll just stay over here then. I know, no stars for me. What a waste. So yeah, like, yeah, that's like the one big thing is that it's a big old continuity error if you put massive melee Mythra and change your clothes in Torna. It is a big old continuity error. Because, yeah, you get her core crystal split apart in Torna, where, like, way before she even meets Rex, but way before he's even a thought in anyone's mind. So it's like, you know, like, Mythra has, like, such a high crit rate anyway, so I don't put massive melee Mythra. I think what I did on, I may have done it my first playthrough. I know I did it on stream. I put massive melee Mythra on Rock. I was rocking Rock for a lot, because he has a pretty good crit rate too. And also, it's really fun to imagine Rock with with the black tights and, you know, it's really fun. So, and hello, Blue. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I hate how in life everyone has to pick between tight black leggings and having their ass hanging out. It's something we all have to go through. Yeah. You either, pick black leggings with a short dress where your ass is hanging out, or you forego the leggings and still have your ass hanging out. So it's like, what, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So yeah, just kind of thinking about and also, for me, like, yeah, Mythra's outfit is a little bit much. Pyra's outfit is better. It just shows skin in different spots. Mythra is for the titties and Pyra is for the ass. Crazy statement, I know. But stop me when I'm telling lies. You can't. They really, But anyway, and my own thing too with the Massive Melee Mythra thing is the contrast in design with Pyra and Mythra's outfits. It's like, yeah, they should be like cohesive because they are, you know, innately the same being. There are two halves of the same coin. But also the balancing. Like, Pyra has like the thigh-high boots, and like her legs are covered. She's got the thigh-high boots, you know, but I know she's got shorts, but like her top half is mostly covered. But then Mythra, she's got ankle boots, and that are short, so it exposes her whole leg. And she's, you know, it's kind of balances out in a way, you know. I don't know how to really explain it. It's just a weird visual thing for me. And that's just with their default outfits. And yeah, there's balancing with the new outfits too. And again, the new outfits look sick. They look seriously sick. They're so cool. And like, yeah, they're very cohesive and they go together. Yeah, I know the one like small gripe maybe is they maybe lean too far into silver with Mythra, I think. So, but still, it looks really cool. Men have to be chained up all the time or something, and women have to choose between our ass or thighs. I'm just happy they put Mythra's boobs away and gave Pyra pants. Yeah, I've also seen some people be like, or something about like, oh, they made Mythra's boobs smaller. No, they just covered them up. That's really it. And also with the design, who knows with the illustrator, like, who knows how long it had been since he had drawn Pyra and Mythra, you know? Because there are people like, oh, the art style looks a little different. Well, it's probably been a minute. Like, your art style would change too if you had to draw a character from about like 7 years ago or so from memory or whatever. You know, like art styles change all the time, so that ain't a big deal. What is a big deal, like, yeah, it looks cool in the illustration, and you can see like little bits and pieces of like the actual outfit in gameplay, and I think that's where it's gonna matter the most, so. Like I said, Mythra's for the boob guys, Pyra's for the ass guys. So seeing that they cover those specific assets, I feel like it's a huge step in the right direction. Yes. Also,
go!
I don't know if you have heard about this. It was a big deal on Twitter for like a good solid like week and a half. A while back. Marvel Rivals had dropped like either it was a full-blown character or a skin for a character. I'm not sure, but they dropped Captain Marvel or Captain America, I think.
Finish.
They dropped Captain America in like a wrestling singlet. And oh man, people had a heyday with that model. Oh, they had a heyday. And here is where the double standards are so insane. Because same game, there are female characters that are very, you know, scantily clad or whatever. They show a lot of skin. Women always, you know, women are always the ones to be like, this is a little much. Can we tone it down, please? You know, and they're ask nicely. They throw fits. They do everything under the sun, and it just falls on deaf ears. You know, the outcries don't get heard. But when it comes to a male character, having a freaking huge dick and having the jiggle physics on the butt and the schlong, all of a sudden they're being too sexualized. They're like, we don't like being sexualized like this, and they immediately change it. So it really just shows the insane double standards. It's like, what? You oogle at these, you know, female characters all the damn time, but like, give a male character like insane jiggle physics in the crotch area and all of a sudden it's a problem? Like, hello? That's what women have been dealing with for literal years. For literal years, man. Oh, it's just so insane, that double standard. It's so crazy. And it's like, even for me, I'm like, yo, that's, seeing the actual, like, physics on it, like, even for me, I'm like, that's a little much, you know? But, like, yeah, a female character can have all the jiggle physics in the world, and it's totally okay because no one hears a woman complain about it. But when it's a male character getting the same exact treatment, all of a sudden it's a problem and they get it fixed immediately. Like, really? And not to mention, so many other things out there in the world are so catered to men, it's insane. Oh, Captain America? Yeah, the dick nerf. Don't get me started on Rivals. I'm so scared when Marvel Token is coming out because Rivals is so gooner. But, token designs are sick and not sexualized. Yeah. I'll argue, well, if you want women less sexualized, I guess we should make men fully clothed too, huh? Yes, I do.
Yes, I'm the winner.
And yeah, going along, like, so there's so many things that men can just get away with, but women can't. Like, one example in K-pop is male idols rip their shirts off literally all the damn time, and the idols go insane, or like the fans go insane over it. They're like, ah! But if a woman just so much as adjusts a pair of shorts because they're giving her a wedgie, she is scrutinized to all hell. Also, Solar ripping off her shirt in that concert is a power move. Like, legit a power move. So it's like, if men can, like, parade around scantily clad, you know, like, women can do it too, and it should not be a problem. That's the thing. That's what, like, equality is. Like, let us do the same things. It's like, yeah, I understand biologically men and women are different. We have different functions, different internal organs. But in terms of a societal standpoint, there's nothing a men can do that women can't do either, you know? Like, there's plenty of women in blue-collar work fields. You know, there's also plenty of men in predominantly, you know, female roles. You know, there's male teachers out there. You know, there's, you know, male nurses and everything. There's also, again, like, hell, my husband has a woman coworker. She is also a truck driver. She also drives with the rest of them. So it's like, there's, you know, I don't understand, like, why people are so hell-bent on squishing us into roles. When really anyone can do anything they want. Within reason. That's not breaking the law. So. Man, there are a lot of other things that are like made with men in mind that women are just an afterthought. First example I thought about were seatbelts in cars. I can't tell you how many times I have had, like without it being adjusted, I've had so many seatbelts dig into my neck. I've had so many seatbelts dig into my neck because they just did not fit my body. Because like I am a 5'3" adult female. I've had so many seatbelts dig into my neck because they weren't really adjusted properly. Now I think a lot of cars have seatbelts where you can kind of adjust the height on them, and I always put it to the lowest because I am small. So there's that. Not to mention treatment by doctors, because a man can go to a doctor and be like, hey, I'm having this symptom, and this symptom. Some doctors would be like, all right, cool, you have this diagnosis. Here's a prescription. Have a good day. A woman goes in with the same exact symptoms, and they're like, oh, you need to lose weight. Oh, it's just anxiety. Oh, you need to drink more water. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm so happy that my doctor is one of the good ones. Because, man, the amount of times I've heard these stories are insane. It's just really crazy. I said it till 1:30 last night talking to Ian about the same thing. Like how men will be like, I don't want to play a game with a female lead because I can't relate to her. Meanwhile, women play games with male MCs all the time and love them. Everything is about men. The other time, we're like, okay, here's a game about a mother. Dude cries about how pointless and unrelatable it is. Insane. And honestly, most really chill dudes love playing as the female character.
Go!
And it's not that, I mean, the eye candy is part of it, but sometimes most reasonable men will be like, I'd rather stare at a woman all day than a big beefy man. It's like, you know what? You do you. You know? And a lot of the times, women have the cooler gear and cooler fashion gear. But yeah, I'm always like watching for like the women, you know, like wrestling. Here's another thing with wrestling. Another reason why I've kind of fallen out of love with it recently is how the women are treated. The women are treated so poorly. 2025, the women ruled WWE. They were the best thing about that product. They were the best thing. The best wrestlers, the best stories. And then going into 2026, they're like, oh, the women are outshining the men. We need to cool the jets on that. So, and on Monday Night Raw last week, I had seen this all on Twitter. There were 0 women's matches in like a 2.5 hour show. It's like we're going back to, it's like we are going back to the 90s where women barely got 30-second matches and were subjected to like bra and panty matches. You know, like mud wrestling to, you know, be sexual to appeal to the male gaze. Like women had come so far in the wrestling industry, and right now they're treated as an afterthought, and it's so ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like the women deserve better. Like they get it. The women get it better than the fucking men do. So even, I want to say Charlotte Flair has called out a few times before, like the men can still go in their 40s and they don't have to give up titles. They're not too old. But if a woman hits 40, it's like, oh, you're too old. Give the new ones a chance. Give the rising stars a chance to shine. It's like, no, like she can still go. So like, why? It's like, oh, when men age, it's like, oh, Silver Fox, they're so fine, they're so attractive, they're so handsome in their 40s and 50s. But then when a woman gets to that age, they're, oh, you're old, you're a granny, ew, wrinkles. It's like, so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. And it's like, I see it everywhere. It's so crazy. You'll learn more about Renoir later, but I think his character's written fantastically, and I have an old man beefing with his son? No. Yeah, I'm very curious about him. And I may say more about it tomorrow, but last night I was catching up on my YouTube VODs. And through such, I was looking through a lot of Clair Obscur stuff. So I was reliving a lot of moments. A lot of them were making me cry again, because all that game does is make me cry in one way or another. But I rewatched the end of Act 1. I watched that for like the third time. The Renoir fight at the end of Old Lumiere. I was kind of watching that cutscene that led up to it. And I think the cutscene after, because I was on that fight for at least 45 minutes, man. It was insane. There was one moment that I'm like, hold on a second. I didn't even notice it. And I think a lot of it is, I knew the big picture, but I didn't know the finer details. And there's a moment right there, right after that fight, that I'm like, did he just? Did he just? Did he? So I can talk more about that tomorrow, where I don't want to accidentally spoil anything for anyone. So yeah, I relived a lot of moments.
Go!
And even the moment before the Serene fight. And another thought that I had watching that, and I had it the very first time experiencing it too, is there is it kind of parallel, again, I strongly feel like even after playing Clair Obscur as far as I have, oh no, okay, I won, is that if you really like Clair Obscur, you will like Final Fantasy X. There are so many parallels, it's insane. So, yeah, if you like Clair Obscur, you'll like Final Fantasy X. Which, I've seen a lot of talks about Final Fantasy X, because it is the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy X. So I've been seeing lots of cool stuff about it. So I'm kind of reliving some memories. Looking forward to playing. Yeah! I'm excited to watch you play and see what you think. There are times where you will definitely feel the PS2 game era. But the biggest gripe is the cutscenes are not skippable. It was in a time where the cutscenes weren't skippable, so if you're stuck on a boss fight, you're gonna memorize that damn scene. There's a few fights where I have watched the same cutscene over and over and over and over again. But yeah, I think with the story of 10 and the story of Clair Obscur, not necessarily like story one-to-one, but like there's parallels, and yeah, right before the Serene fight, there was a moment in 10, and like lots of other things too that I'm like, huh, you know, it just kind of scratches the itch in my brain. Sure. Yeah. And also the fact that Minoko is essentially Kamari Bafit. That's also a really strange statement. Just Kamari Bafit. I also rewatched the cutscene where you get introduced to Minoko, and I died laughing again. It's so fantastic, and his theme goes so freaking hard. I'm just jamming. I just be jamming to the music, really. But also kind of circling back to the Pyra/Mythra outfits. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter. Again, I've seen a wide range of people talking about those outfits. I've seen some people theorizing it ties into Genesis, and I feel like no. I don't think so. I think they're just really cool outfits. I really don't think it has any real tie-in unless I am proven wrong. I could be proven wrong when Genesis comes out, who knows? But right now, I really don't think it is.
Finish.
I really don't think so. Again, I could be proven wrong. I mean, like, the ombre hair, yeah, sure. You know, it's very similar to some of the characters we have seen in the Genesis trailer from however long ago that was. But I just don't know. And like my thing is like I don't like people theorizing like all hell with barely any information. It's like, bro, you're just pulling everything out of your ass. Like people are coming up with like crazy ass theories from the Ocarina of Time remake trailer, like the minute-long trailer. People are coming up with like 2-hour-long analysis. It's like, bro, it's just a minute long. What are we doing? At least like with the Genesis trailer, there's like, what, 2.5 minutes to it? You know, it was a longer trailer, but even then, like, I'm sure some Xenoblade fan has guessed the entire plot of the game. But parts of me, you know, there is curiosity there, because of course it's a brand new Xenoblade game. You know, again, the excitement is there because it's Xenoblade. Xenoblade cannot be bad. But there's also aspects of me that I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to be influenced by other people's different theories unless I come to that conclusion on my own and then see like, oh hey, we have the same thoughts here. So, and I know Gihan did a stream like analyzing the crap out of it, and that is so Virgo of him. And like that, I don't think that one was particularly for me, because I don't like doing a deep dive with very little information. Like, if you give me surface level information about a game that existed like 20 years ago, when all the information is at my disposal, sure, I'll do a deep dive on that when I have a lot of information. But like if I have very little information, I don't want to know. But there are times where it's like, you know, I look something up, but like that's already existing information. And this is like something brand new. And that's why I'm trying to limit the amount I am looking up of Clair Obscur. I did look up that one boss with the giant face on its body. Apparently I could have taken it out if I was just patient. It just bounces. That's all it does. It just fucking bounces. If I was patient enough, I probably could have dealt with it. But I was not patient. And I needed to move on to the monolith, so. But yeah, if it's like silly little boss fights like that have like nothing to do with the story, or just like looking up if something's optional or not, if it's not innately clear, then, you know, I have no problem looking up something, but it's only like the one little offshoot. There's plenty of other things I am so curious to know if my thoughts are correct, but I'm holding myself back because I don't want to spoil the entirety of the plot. There's still much more game to explore, still much more story to unpack. So yeah, like those deep dives with like a minute-long trailer, forget that. Not for me, sorry. And it's like, some people like to label me as impatient, but really, when it comes to something that is super important to me, I will wait till the end of the earth for it.
Go!
Yeah, I will wait till the end of the earth for it. And I am willing to wait until... Oh my god, Waluigi's getting his ass beat. Waluigi, what are we doing? I did it by myself. You're no help, Waluigi.
Finish!
So yeah, when it comes to Clair Obscur, and I'm really invested in the game and the story, I will wait till, you know, I beat the game till I do more digging on the story. You know, if my questions don't get answered by the end credits, there is like a tiny bit of digging I did, but that was because I was looking at the trophy list, and I was like, I'm like, what is this? And it's like, oh, this is like a big old super boss. I was like, okay, I won't worry about that. So yeah, I'm very selective with what information I look up. Even when like watching One Piece, and we're over halfway. We're in like episode 609. We're in the 600s now. I'm very selective with what I look up. So yeah, and that's just the way I operate. If other people want to look up so much information or theorize about, you know, every little thing, and if that's what's fun to them, awesome, cool, like go have your fun. That particular style of fun is not for me. I would rather wait and experience it not knowing a whole lot. Again, it's just two completely different people. So would any of you ladies, ow, be interested in a duel? I love Monoko. I love him so much. I'm glad I gave him a top hat. Money well spent.
Go!
Fuck! Yeah, I lost my edge here.
Finish!
Anywho.
Oh, did I win?
Oh, did I win? Anyway, but yeah, it's just I have started to reach the demographic of Xenoblade fans on Twitter who are very obnoxious. And it's one of those like algorithm things. Like I've been liking a lot of content that has Xenoblade in it. Cool. And my Twitter feed has been showing me all that content. Cool. Awesome. You know, I have played the games. I don't mind, but like I still don't like people just blatantly dropping spoilers. Because what if someone unsuspecting sees it? You know? Like, you know, the true power of the Aegis. Because that is technically a spoiler. And like, yeah, there's a whole freaking sticker in, or spirit in Smash Ultimate. But also, fun fact, that Spirit in Ultimate is the first ever full body art of them, which is also literally insane. I'm tired of being choked right now.
Finish!
I won. So yeah, I'm reaching the obnoxious Xenoblade fans. And my personal experience, and I know obnoxious fans are literally everywhere. I have had the most experiences with obnoxious fans when it comes to Xenoblade 2. And again, this is my personal experience, this is what I see on social media, and it's me, whatever. Yoink. Yeah, my personal experiences from what I have seen on social media and just from what I experienced, the most obnoxious fans come from 2. I'm not saying 1 or 3 has obnoxious fans either, and that's not what I'm saying. It's just my Twitter feed has gone literally insane in the most good and bad ways when it comes to the Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition. Like, I've seen more buzz about 2 than I've had with 1. Most people were very excited about 1 and the voice heart-to-hearts and the love and care for Xenoblade 1 and the cast of characters, especially with the voiced heart-to-hearts. Now, whereas 2, I'm seeing all the gooners. I don't like it. And I knew there was a bunch of gooners as Xenoblade 2 fans. I knew it. But man, the one clip of Pyra using her special in the Merc mission, and like the Merc Assault or whatever, her boobs jiggle. They jiggle for like a split second. And there's a tweet that just takes that clip. It's like a 2-second clip. And it's just like, the jiggle physics, and they're like praising them. And there was a comment like, oh, I didn't like these outfits before, but now I like them. It's like, bro, why? Because jiggle physics? Like, what the fuck do you mean? And this is kind of my point from earlier. It's like, you can have the most scantily clad character or the most covered up character, but if you got insane jiggle physics, it doesn't fucking matter on whether or not they will be sexualized or not. Because again, someone took that like 2-second clip of Pyra's boobs jiggling, and they are praising the outfit because of the jiggle physics. And it's like, it drives me up the wall. And I know it was really cool with Xenoblade 2 and the rare blades that they, outsourced lots of different, artists. Like, hey, design a character. They probably were like, hey, design a character, they probably gave them maybe very minimal criteria. Like, they just need a crystal on their chest.
Finish!
They need a crystal on their chest. That's it. Have fun. And I'm sure most people design women. I mean, as a woman, I am definitely more comfortable with just, if you're gonna tell me to just come up with a character on the fly, just draw something, draw a character, 9 times out of 10, I will draw a female. Because that is what I am the most comfortable drawing, because I know the anatomy the best. And that's just me. And some people are definitely more comfortable drawing men versus women, men or women. Like, I'm more comfortable drawing women. That's just me.
Go!
Like, sure, I definitely need more practice drawing men, for sure. I'm well aware of this. And I'm sure if you just give a handful of artists, especially
Finish.
Japanese anime, some people would just come up with like a really cool female character. And I'm sure a lot of them just went that route, and that is really evident in the amount and the ratio of female to male blades. And not all of them are extremely sexualized. They all kind of have their own little quirks in their designs. Electra is literally a child who tries to control her powers. Boreas is round. That's all the description you need of him. Dagas is a cool king bro. Zenobia wants to fight everything. She's like Marileona in Black Clover. Shiba loves money, essentially Nami. Let's go this way. I'm going to pass on you. Get my star back this way. So, and like, the most egregious one is Dahlia. Love the character. The art of her is fine. The model definitely, I feel like, missed the mark. I feel. Dahlia's art is fine. You know, she's a cool kind of animal ice person. I think where, yeah, it definitely falters on the in-game model. It just did not translate very well. And the thing is, like, she's a cool character, and I'm not just saying that because she's an Ice Blade. She's a cool character because she's so sweet and artistic and like just wants to help people. I'm just trying to think of like other blades. Like Korra's not super sexualized at all, I don't think. But like she just loves to talk. She's the chatty Cathy. And you know, and Ursula loves music, loves to sing. Cassandra is essentially just bad luck incarnate. So there's like different like archetypes of characters, but the thing is like, you know, the jiggle physics. Parun is so bad. I don't know what it is with Parun's model, but they must have accidentally hit a button with Parun's jiggle slider. Because man, it was awful. Her level 4 special is so egregious. Like, you have to experience it at least one time.
Finish.
I got blocked, bro. Yeah, Parun's level 4 special is egregious. Like, it's so bad. And like, her character she is just justice. You know, she wants to do right by people. You know? And like Godfrey is also justice and everything, but you know, kind of more chivalry, justice, do what's right, you know, type character. But like, man, oh, it's so bad. Yeah, it's so comical. It's so exaggerated that I'm like, you don't find this hot, right? We're all laughing, right? Yeah. So I am honestly really glad they've really toned down the physics in Xenoblade 3. Now I feel like there's characters where they kind of had Sorry about that. I lost my train of thought. Haroon, Jiggle Physics. Yeah, there's characters I'm sure they had in mind to be like, oh, they're the hot ones. Ethel. Oh, he's up there. Anyone really? No one's really in front of me. Nice. But like in terms of like egregious physics, I don't really think that's the case when it comes to Xenoblade 3, and thank God. Thank God for that. But I really feel like the designs of the blades, and just the insane amount of jiggle physics are the reason why Xenoblade 2 has like the most Gooner fans. But yeah, that one tweet highlighting the jiggle physics on Pyra was just so insane to me. It's like, why? Like, why? It's like, yes, boobs innately jiggle without support. Yes. And like, there are times where it's like extremely egregious and you can't help but laugh. Like the iconic scene in High School of the Dead where Bro shoots the sniper rifle and the bullet goes between Psycho's boobs. Like, those are literally insane jiggle physics and super unrealistic that you just can't help but laugh. Like, that is funny and entertaining. It probably wasn't meant to be, but that was what it came across as. But it's just so insane how people just highlight it and think like, yes, absolutely, yes, I will rub one out for that. It's like, why? Dude, get a life, man. Hello, Del Toro. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Anyway.
Go!
The dude bros I see on Twitter never fail to surprise me. But yeah, sometimes Xenoblade 2 that brings out the Gooners. So yeah. Anyway. But Swimsuit Monoko though. Yeah. Swimsuit Monoko is fantastic. I love him. He is still in his swimsuit, I believe. He is still in his swimsuit. But also, I feel like if you're going to sexualize one gender, you better give the equal treatment for the other. That's why, like, I know people look at Fairy Tail and think, man, this is really obnoxious with the fan service. And I have rewatched some of the scenes. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it does get a little rough with the fan service. I'm not gonna lie. But it's equal for the men. Like, Gray is the one with the stripping habit. Like, Bro is an ice mage, has a habit of stripping his clothes. Bro's always fucking naked. But like, you know, it's Japan. They could have easily given that quirk to a female character. Look at you, Fire Force. Because a lot of people are turned off of Fire Force by, I don't know her name, but I know she's in the pigtails. Apparently, she's always taken off her clothes. And she's like super sexualized. And you know, like, I am all for women feeling comfortable in their bodies and dressing how they want to dress.
Finish.
I am also a proprietor of There Is a Time and Place. And context matters a lot. Because there's even like women IRL that will dress quote unquote super slutty in an area where there's a bunch of kids and families around. And it's like, time and place. Like, don't dress like you're going to the club while you're walking around Walmart. Like, don't do that. If you're gonna take a walk at the zoo, don't dress like you're going to the club. Don't dress in a mini skirt, high heels, fishnets. Don't go that if you're just gonna walk around the zoo. But like, if you're having like a private pool party, then sure, you can wear the skimpy bikini. More power to you. You know? Again, I am all for, you know, anyone wearing what they want within reason. But again, time and place. Time and place. Rolled a 4 with 3 dice. I rolled a 7 with 3 dice earlier, so I'm not that much better. So when it comes to like anime or like any like shows or anything, you know, I don't mind when like I mind sometimes. Again, context matters. If it's an adult female character that's, you know, dressing maturely, got the boobs out, you know, and if they're an adult, it's whatever. Toast. You know, again, an adult female character, whatever, they're an adult. But if you're dressing up a teenage character, like they're 25, full on tits out and everything, it's like, you know, there are exceptions to the rule, like right now, I'm like brainstorming, you know, there's plenty of people that have gone through traumatic events and they turn to sexualizing themselves to cope with their trauma. I think there is a character, oh, is that Gachiakuta? I think her name is Amu. I've seen clips on TikTok about her character. And that's one where it's like you've been through trauma as a child, and to cope with said trauma, you turn to sexualizing yourself, hypersexualizing yourself, because that's all you know. And then one way to heal from that trauma is to realize, hey, what happened was wrong. You know, let's right these wrongs. So again, there's exceptions to all these rules. It's the ones where they just throw a teenager in a bikini and that's her normal day-to-day wear. It's like, bro, what? Like, why? Why are we doing that?
Finish.
Drives me nuts. But yeah, people look to fairy tales like, oh, the fan service is so bad. It's equal opportunity fan service for one, and it does get a little much at times. But yeah, you know, the women are subject to fan service, but also the women are some of the best written women in all of anime. Lucy didn't start out really freaking strong like her guildmates, like everyone else in Fairy Tail. She didn't start off very strong. She was just a simple celestial mage that wasn't like super duper powerful, but she grows. She grows and is able to fight alongside them, and Lucy was a pivotal point in several arcs. Like she may not be strong like as strong as everyone else physically, and she is very strong physically, by the way. But she's very smart. She is resourceful. And without her, the whole freaking world would burn. She was the MVP of the Tartaros arc, 100%. And then it was over for everyone when she got the star dress. It was over for everyone. It's like, it's over for you bitches. people always point to Erza Scarlet as one of the best written female characters. Like, she has gone through hell and back. And, like, she, on the surface, she seems like the tough, no-nonsense, you know, but she's actually very soft on the inside. You know, she just wanted that family, that camaraderie, you know? She looks real tough and has all that armor, but then Tower of Heaven, where you get into parts of her backstory, like, you realize, you know, she was a slave. A child slave that went through what no adult should even go through, much less a child. So, like, she's gone through hell and back. And all of her armor, like, you know, it's crazy. So, and not to mention Ultir. You want to talk about redemption? Look at Ultir. Man, I had so many chills watching Grand Magic Games for the first time. The insane amount of chills I've had. Gonna get food? No worries. Go get your food. Fill your tummy with food. So yeah, people love to shit on Fairy Tail, and you know, I will defend it till the day I die. I need base. And a couple of notes. I need. Where's my base? Because you know I'm all about. Oh, I'm so bad. She's gone forever. She's gone forever until she finds her food. Turn 20 out of 40. Okay, so we'll have a Bowser time. Yes. We'll have a Bowser time. You're kind of town. What are you doing here? So yeah, again, I will defend Fairy Tail until the day I die because it is my favorite anime. And both me and Vegito share the sentiment as we have been watching One Piece. Actually, now is a good time. No, I'll yap a little bit more. Yeah, since we've been watching One Piece, it has been climbing up our favorites. So like, nothing will overtake our favorites. Because his favorite's Dragon Ball, my favorite's Fairy Tail. You know, holds a special place in both of our hearts, our respective hearts. But like, One Piece has been climbing up there, and like, One Piece is definitely top 5 anime for me. And there's lots of moments within One Piece that heavily remind me of Fairy Tail. In the way where there's moments where I am crying. There's moments where I am crying my eyes out. Oh, just kidding. And then like a few seconds later, I am laughing at something funny. I can run past here. Not shopping. Store. So yeah, One Piece has definitely climbed up to top 5 territory for me when it comes to where I would rank it in like my favorite anime. So, but yeah, we are in the episode 600s. We finished Fishman Isle, and we are pretty deep into Punk Hazard. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not super mad about it now because we're a little deeper into the story and finding out, you know, the lore of the land sometimes. But man, a big miscommunication happened between me and my husband because I said before, like, Ogi-hun doing the whole stream of like dissecting the Genesis, Xenoblade Genesis trailer. was so Virgo of him. Well, my husband also has a very heavy Virgo trait of, he is always researching. He's always looking stuff up. And that's what makes him happy consuming media. Like, cool, you know? If you want the knowledge, you can have the knowledge. And there's some things that we talk about, because there's some information that I stumble upon as I'm looking something up. But I keep that information to myself unless it, like, comes up. But there was, like, one little detail about a specific character that I had no idea about, but he thought we talked about it. And he just, like, dropped it on me. I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't want to know that. And, like, a few episodes later, it gets, you know, the big reveal. But it was just, like, a big miscommunication on our parts, because, like, I'm pretty sure we never talked about it, and he thought we did, and then a big spoiler got dropped on me. Not like a big spoiler, but, like, it pertained to a specific character. And it's like, ah! You know, it's like, I'm not upset about it now. In the moment, I was. Yeah, in the moment, I was upset because it's like, it wasn't revealed. It wasn't revealed in the show yet.
Finish!
Yeah, it wasn't revealed in the show yet about the information about this character. It would be revealed within the arc. So it wasn't like too big a deal. Like if it's information about a character that doesn't happen until like 100 episodes later, I don't care. Because I may or may not forget. But when it comes to like the immediate arc, sometimes I just want to be in the moment and like experience it as it comes. Because I was looking up a lot about Impel Down, and I looked up so much stuff on Impel Down. Where the hell is everybody, man? Boo's over there, Mario's down there. Okay, I see where everyone's at. Let's use this and try to make it over there. Yeah, I looked up a lot of stuff about Impel Down, and while the information was really cool to have, a lot of stuff, I spoiled myself a lot on Impel Down, and I didn't, like, feel comfortable with that after the fact, so I'm like, I'm gonna slow my jets on looking stuff up, because I don't want to feel like that. It's like, I don't want to feel like that when it comes to, like, knowing the information, like, right before it happens. Like, yeah, I've looked up information on stuff that doesn't happen till, like, way later in, like, Whole Cake or Wano or Egghead. Like, Wano is a very big arc, but I also know not that much about it. I know a little bit about, like, the lore and history, kind of, on what it's based off of, because it's based off, like, an actual Japanese folklore, you know? Like Okami, because there is Oni Island, and the big island of Onigashima is based off of, like, the Japanese tale. Like, the land of the demons, because Oni means demon Japanese. Ooh, crazy.
Go!
Why didn't that hit him? Dude. This one feels very unfair for the three. Why?
Finish!
Anyway. Yeah, like if I'm looking up stuff about something that happens like in the 1,000 episodes of One Piece, then it's like, whatever, it's gonna be a minute till we get there. But if it's something like in the immediate arc we're in, I don't want to know. Unless I just want to, like... A lot of the stuff I look up is usually just silly little things like, oh, when's that character's birthday? How old are they? You know, that's usually the extent of when I look up a character. But sometimes I get a little bit of information. Like there's a there was a character in Fishman Island who, like, my husband said, like, don't look up this character. There's a big spoiler thing with this character, like, don't look them up. I'm like, okay. And I was looking up something else, and then there was a brief picture of them under this other tab. I'm like, oh, is it? Or it has something to do with this. Didn't realize that it was a thing, but anyway.
Go!
Alright. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh, sweet. Come on. Okay, and this way. There we go, we're good. We're good.
Finish!
We're good here. So, yeah. And it was just like, you know, a little mishap, you know. Didn't take away my experiences once we were, like, in the story. You know, it's just something I was just a tiny bit upset about. Because it just kind of goes into, like, the feelings of you looking something up and spoiling yourself versus someone just dropping a bomb on you. That's why my no spoilers tag, whenever I do have it up, is super duper important. Because I don't want the unwarranted spoilers dropped on me. You're there. Where's Mario? He was over here. He's down there. Who's up here? Sure. Let's see what I can roll. Okay. Okay, so 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll hit Mario if I go that way. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, PK. Waluigi really has nothing going for him. Mario's kind of eh. Let's stay over here. Still 1 star for me, thank you. Oh man. Yeah, the whole no spoiler thing. Like, I don't like it when, you know, bombshells get dropped on me. Bro, what the heck? How come he gets the good roll and I don't? What the heck? Oh, he's going that way. Okay, that's fine. Take from Waluigi then. That's totally fine. I don't care. That's totally fine. Yeah. And also one thing, I talked about it because it was about a year ago. Just kind of, I've seen... Okay, my brain is loading right now. When it comes to, like, Twitch chat etiquette, there is kind of like, I know everyone has their own chat rules, but I feel like there's also like specific unwritten rules too for chatters, and I've seen people complain about it, but also be like, yeah, no, that makes sense. This happened to me last year when Ozzy Osbourne died. I had no knowledge of this. And I'm just here streaming, totally normal, just having a normal ass day. And when someone comes into chat, and they've been here, you know, every so often, but their very first message of that day was Ozzy Osbourne died. And I literally had no idea. Literally had zero idea that he even died. And I think in that moment, I Googled it to confirm, because with celebrity deaths, you never know. Anytime a death is reported on anything, I'm always like double checking sources. But yeah, someone came in and immediately said Ozzy Osbourne died. And I was totally caught off guard with that information. It's like, I had no idea. Literally zero idea. And after I looked it up to confirm, I think I then told him, do not do that again. I feel like that's just really rude to, especially when it comes to like celebrity deaths, because like some people may not even know the celebrity and other people maybe like don't want to know. But also if you come in hot with like a celebrity death, that can really bring down the mood. And it's like, don't do that. That's not cool. Oh my god, I am not very good at this. Yeah, I'm not very good at this. I can't even get anybody. That's so rude. So, yeah, just like immediately coming in with like a celebrity death is just really rude. Yeah, I said like, don't do that again. Like, please. And like 2 days later, Hulk Hogan died. But like, if I'm the one that brings it up initially, then that kind of opens up, you know, like room to talk about it. Whereas, like, if someone just comes in and just states a thing that I had no idea about, it can come off as really rude and pretentious. So, anyway, we're gonna take our break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. I got the baseball bat. Let's go. He's gonna start whacking people with a baseball bat. Again, I swear I'm not this violent in real life. I swear. You know, some people really do make you really test your morality. But no, you gotta stay strong. Even when you're surrounded by people who don't really understand how your brain works. Damn it. Sure. I'll just put that there. Oh, I have to sneeze. gonna start sneezing forever now. I do know my dad used to like sneeze forever.
No.
Like, it was uncommon for him just to sneeze one time. And my mom always pointed out, it's always an odd number. It was always an odd number of sneezes that my dad would have. If he got into a sneezing fit, like, it has to end on an odd number. I think there was one time I counted up to like 19 sneezes in a row. It was crazy. It was my dad for you. Just giving away all my dang money. I'm trying to think about like stuff that we can talk about. So I briefly mentioned One Piece and where we are in our One Piece endeavors. We are over halfway with the anime, and it's like we've talked about it a couple times. Like, what's gonna happen when we catch up? Because we're going to have to catch up eventually. And the fact that we've we've watched a bunch of episodes, because we started on like 150 something or 160 something, or was it 170 something? I don't know. We started in like the late 100s on episodes, and now we are like 609, 607. We're past 600. So we have watched so many episodes of One Piece. It's insane. I like held the button for a split second. I'm like, that's not correct.
Oh, did I win?
Give me a moment. I will need to blow my nose. If I can grab the dang wipe. Yeah, it's like we don't really need baby wipes anymore. Because Riley is in fact potty trained. I mean, she's 5. She very well should be. But baby wipes are honestly very handy to have for like various different things. Luigi's there. My main goal is Boo down there, so let's see if I can get up there. So give me a moment. Riley decided to blow her nose too. Cool. 13, maybe. I really didn't need that, but I just wanted to guarantee that I can get there on this turn. So. Okay, good. I was like, I can't roll worse than I just did. This way. We are hitting Boo. Bloop. I'm landing on the happening. Cool, that was like perfect in a way. But yeah, baby wipes are really nice to have on hand. Like, you could just like wipe something up real quick. I don't have to get up anywhere because they're just kind of here, you know? Like, baby wipes have more uses than just, wiping a baby when you're changing their diaper. You know, there's more uses than just that. So, I mean, it's one of those, like, you just kind of experience things once you have kids, you know? So, it's also kind of crazy that school's starting in a few weeks. I I think 3 weeks from tomorrow, Allie starts school. So we'll have 3 more weeks of summer hours. Which, that'll get real crazy once we, get there, when school starts back up. It's crazy that it's almost August. That's really crazy. Time really just doesn't exist.
Go!
Time has never existed. Time is a social construct. Okay, I see. Ta-da, I win anyway. Yeah, time just doesn't exist. It does not exist. Who decided that? We're almost to August. Who decided that? I mean, August holds a lot of important dates. First day of school, so we'll go back to starting at 12 p.m. Central Time. So we'll start 1 hour earlier. It's me! I just stole this from Boo! Man, if I'd have known that. Sorry about that. Mitchell, that candy, sassy. I saw it, and I'm like, I probably looked at it the moment it popped up. And I was waiting on it. I'm like, I'm waiting forever. Hello, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope we're having a good day. Yeah, lots of important dates in August. School starts back up. I know there's a handful of birthdays in August. Just across family, friends, anniversaries. My oldest brother's wedding anniversary is in August. I think my aunt's wedding anniversary is also in August. Yeah, we got, I know my cousin that passed away back in 2013. His birthday would have been in August. Can I look at the map? Ooh. Hold on. New board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have to get more than a 13. That's all the money I have. Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Nice! Let's fucking go. Hit Mario along the way too. This way, please. I would like that back, please. Thank you. And I'll take that, thank you. That worked out so good. That worked out so good. See, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. We are number 1 4 times over. Look at that. Look at that. What was I saying before? I was talking about something, but I forgot. August, yeah. Yeah, I know my cousin would have had a birthday in August. My sister-in-law's birthday is in August. I know Gihan's birthday is in August. Tony Toe's birthday is in August. My stream anniversary is in August. So, I want to say my stream anniversary is on the 29th. And I also want to say the 29th is Tony Toe's birthday. Because I specifically remember his birthday was the same day as my stream anniversary. And I think 2 days before that, on the 27th, is Gihan's birthday. I want to say. births. So many births. So many people birth their babies in August. I feel for those mamas, honestly, because I haven't gone through the entire summer pregnant, but I've heard going through the entire summer pregnant is a doozy. Cause man, that summer heat and carrying the baby and the hormones and everything, oh man. More power to those mamas. The furthest I got was June. Like middle of June, and it never really got that hot. Riley, just put that down on the floor. I will get to it later. Okay? And if you need help, you can just ask, okay? Okay? You can always ask me for help, kiddo. Okay? I thought I muted. No, I didn't. So yeah, stream anniversary. It'll be 4 years since I started streaming. That's kind of crazy. I mean, it's been 4 years since Xenoblade 3 came out. Like, I think 4 years ago today. I want to say. Today or tomorrow, I don't remember, but yeah. 4 years ago, Xenoblade 3 came out. And then about a month later, I started streaming. Started with art streams. Then I did a bunch of Ocarina of Time randomizers. And then I acquired a capture card and started streaming Xenoblade 3. And through Xenoblade 3 was how I met Blue. And then I met a whole bunch of people through Blue. So, yep. Because I do remember during my Ocarina of Time randomizers, I got my very first raid. Someone had came in and, you know, followed them back because I didn't know anyone on Twitch. Followed them back and watched their streams because they were really chill, you know, to start. And then they raided into some other people who I became friends with. But then later on, they were never really my friends. Or maybe something changed. I don't know, but I met better friends, honestly. Because I've heard many people have had different kinds of experiences just with people throughout, especially streamers. Because there are some small streamers out there that, like, take a lot of things for granted and just think they're hot shit. And it's like, no? Like, do I think I'm hot shit? You know, honestly, sometimes maybe. I don't know. I have confidence. I feel like I got pretty good confidence as a streamer. Like, do I know everything? No, I don't. Could I give advice? Depends. Like, when it comes to friendships and, you know, streamer friends that you make, again, there are wide variety of people out there. This ex-streamer friend of mine, again, it started off, you know, really cool, because, like, we had, you know, a fair bit in common, and we had, like, similar personalities, but then, like, you know, as time went on, either their rise, you know, quote-unquote, on Twitch changed them, or it just revealed their true personality. Because, they say fame changes people, but I feel like it may be more akin to, fame reveals who you really are. Or it could be both. It could 100% be both. Because some people were always rotten, and once they hit, you know, celebrity status, they just got worse. Or some people, or it can, you know, change them in a way where they were perceived as really nice and kind, but then once fame hit, they just thought their shit don't stink. So I really saw their particular growth really changed them and the way they viewed a lot of things. So, yeah, it kind of sucked to watch. But that's on that side of the friendship perspective. But yeah, just kind of the whole domino effect, meeting Blue and everything. You know, like, started streaming. Got a capture card, streamed Xenoblade 3. And, you know, starting out, I'm like, I'm looking for new people to raid. And I was kind of looking for a view count that I was, like, comfortable raiding. I wasn't going in, like, the 100. I don't think I was going for anything, like, above, like, 40 viewers at the time. Woo! Welcome back, Blue. I was just talking about you. So yeah, I was looking for people like really below like 40 viewers at the time, and it's like I think I was somewhere in chapter 5 or chapter 6. I don't remember exactly where I was at. It was somewhere like the end of September, I think. And I was just looking for someone to raid, and I saw, hey, there's this cool streamer who is also playing Xenoblade, playing Xenoblade 3, and I think I really love the aesthetic of everything, of like your old model. And you know, I always do like a vibe check to start. And I'm like, you seem cool, let's go raid you. And then I raided Blue, and because it's Xenoblade 3. And then Blue introduced me to a bunch of other people. Blue is like the central figure of a lot of networking, I've noticed, because she knows a lot of different people. I don't. I'm just along for the ride. I remember in the Discord with like everyone, I think Sylvia made a comment. I like how it's Tessa's birthday and Blue's the one planning everything. I'm like, you know, for one, Blue knows more people than me. But they also know Blue more. Hello! There we go. Like, Blue knows more people than me. They know her better than me, probably. And also, it's my birthday. I don't want to have to worry about the stress of planning a birthday. I worry about that at least 3 times a year. And I say at least 3, even though my husband is the kind that's like, oh, birthdays don't matter. I don't want to do anything for my birthday. But it's like, I still want to do something. You know? It's like, it's one of those, there are 2 kinds of people in the world. Those that care a lot about birthdays, and those that could care less. Or that could not. Is it could care less? No, you could, yes, you could care less. That means you do care. So, yeah, those that do care about their birthdays, and those that could not care less about their birthdays. Those that don't give a crap. Usually, those 2 people marry each other. So, it's like, man. 20! But it's like, and for me, I know the perspective of, like, you know, not caring about your birthday. And it's like, I don't want my own birthday to be, like, forgotten about. Where's Waluigi? Where'd he go? Oh, he's down. He's over there. Okay. Who's there? How many you got? 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's over there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can't reach Waluigi. Therefore, cannot reach Boo. Maybe I could. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll be 1 short of Boo. Mario's over there. I may be able to reach him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, So yeah, it's like, yep, two kinds of people, those who care about the birthdays and those who don't, usually marry each other. And like, I'm not the one who will do the whole 9 yards of like, every birthday has to be super extravagant, we have to go all out every single birthday. No, but like, I do put a lot of care. Like, Allie wanted to go bowling for her birthday. She wanted to go bowling, she wanted pizza for her lunch, she wanted chocolate cupcakes with green frosting. You know, I will make sure that the kids get what they want for their birthdays. You know, Riley wanted a big old cake with blue frosting. You know, we got her that cake with blue frosting. You know? And like, my husband, you know, he has a hankering for brownies, and I got brownie mix, but rather him be home to enjoy them. But he has expressed to me having a hankering for a particular cake, and like, yes, I'll keep that in the back of my mind. So I'm just busy worrying about everything else. I am just always on a mission for everyone else. And it's like, for my own birthday, what? Especially with my own birthday coming off the heels of Allie's, like a whole month later, and it's like 2 weeks after 4th of July, so it's like, I don't want to do anything. It's like, I don't want to plan anything. Also, why is it my job? I know as an adult, it's like, oh, if you want to do something for your birthday, go do it. You know? So. We weren't talking bad about Blue, I was just telling the story of how we met. There is our question of the day. What is an old school thing you like? Old school can be like old school games, just old school way of life. Who knows? I don't know anything or anyone. It's my first day alive. Congratulations on being born. I hope you have a wonderful life. And I hope your existence treats you well. I don't know where I was going with that. Whee! Aw, almost broke the record. Thanks, Goo Goo Gaga. Goo Goo Gaga. You know, I was very tempted to ban that phrase in my household because both of my kids reference that so many times. You know, the clip in K-Pop Demon Hunters where the Saja boys are on that show and they're like chugging hot stuff out of the baby bottles, and baby Saja just downs it like no problem, goes goo goo gaga. You know, like Aura Farm type thing. And both of my kids said it so many times. It drove me nuts. It drove me nuts so many times. I almost banned that phrase. But yeah, I am, like, and I'm not, again, like, I don't, like, super go all out. It's worth it. Yeah, I don't go, like, super all out for, like, every single birthday for, like, anything. Like, I don't get, like, the 500 balloons, you know, for a single day. I don't celebrate the entire week. I don't celebrate the entire month. Like, I don't go that far for birthdays, but I do want to go far enough to make things special. I roll a 9 with 3 dice blocks! Hooray! Where am I going? I have 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna go down. So, yeah, and even when I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, let's do something cool for their birthday, because I know me and my sister planned a lot for Mom's birthday. Like, holidays were always, like, you know, planned to do special stuff. And, like, Vegito grew up in a family where they didn't really do a lot of big stuff like that. So it's part of that just kind of different backgrounds in a way. And there's a clash sometimes. Because I'm like, hey, you know, we should do something for your birthday. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's like, come on, it's your birthday. I want to celebrate you. Be celebrated. And he'd still be like, no, don't worry about it. I'm fine. And while that may be 100% the truth, it's like, I don't want to just do nothing. And like, I've noticed this trait more with men than women. And I'm not saying there's, you know, not women who don't care about their birthday or not men who do. It's just, I think it is more noticeable in men. Because, oh, like, celebrating your birthday is a big, extravagant woman thing. No, not really. It's just if you like your birthday. And I think it really just depends on how your birthday was treated growing up. Because there were a couple birthdays I had where I had parties. More often than not, it was like I just wanted cake and hang out at home. Or like, hey, I want to go to Pizza Hut for lunch. And they're like, okay, cool, you can go to Pizza Hut.
Finish!
It's one of my favorite pictures. It was my 18th birthday. And I wanted to go to lunch to Pizza Hut. And I think my sister was home for the summer. I think she was still college at the time. And I think she was home for the summer. Or maybe not. Maybe, I don't remember. I think she was home. Yeah, she had to have been. She helped me with a couple things for my birthday. And me and my sister, we were sitting at a booth at Pizza Hut. It was me and my sister next to each other, and then our parents across from us. And I have a picture of my parents taken on my 18th birthday, and it's one of my favorite pictures of them. And it's little moments like that that you don't really think about until years later. And my mom, I showed her the picture at first because I'm like, oh, look at you guys. And my mom was really obsessive about how she looked in photos. And it's like, I understand it. Because, like, you know, my mom wasn't like, at least in that point in life, she wasn't like the skinniest, but she also like, she wasn't like super big either at the time. But she was like really obsessed with how she looked in photos, and like her arm looked really big. And she's like, let's take it again, because my arm looked really fat. And it's like, no, Mom. So I have both pictures, but like that first one I took, even with my mom's arm the way it was, it's still a beautiful picture. And so I will keep it forever. And it was with the camera that I won at prom. Because it was like, oh, the after prom or whatever, the after party or whatever heck. There was like a raffle that they were doing right at the end of it. And it's like, oh, if we draw your name, you can come up and get any prize. And I was called relatively early. I had a chance at a mini fridge. But at that time, even that late into high school, I had no idea I was going to go to college. I hadn't decided at that point. So I decided to grab the camera. And it's a nice little camera. I still have it somewhere. 'Cause I took plenty of photos on it. I took lots of videos. When I like tried to vlog, that's what I used. It got its uses. I think I had a lot more fun with that than a mini fridge. And that was the camera I took that picture with. And I do have that picture on my phone now. Because I think I emailed it to myself or something. I do have that picture. It's one of my favorites. And that was taken on my birthday. So it's like, while I'm not like into the big extravagant 1,000 balloons, the whole like 100 people birthday party, I'm more of like the small little special moments that make the day special. So whether it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, I care about birthdays, but not in the quote-unquote materialistic way. I don't know how else to really describe that. Like, playing Super Battle Golf with everyone. Like, that was just a nice little evening, nice little few hours out of the day, having fun with everyone. That's what I loved the most about everything. It was so fun, even though I was so sad at some points, but it was just a game and we were having a lot of fun. And so many people told me happy birthday, and it's like, again, it's the little things. It's the little things. So I really do feel like once you learn to appreciate those like little moments that seem so subtle at the time can mean so much to someone. Like that picture of my parents. Even like during my mom's birthday, one year we took her out golfing and I told her happy birthday like every time she putted. And I think it was that same birthday. I honestly don't want to land on that, so I'm go here. I'll pay the price. And like even many of my mom's birthdays, which my mom's birthday was 4th of July. So it's like she had to share her birthday with the holiday, but like it never like combined. Because my mom loved seeing the fireworks on her birthday. When she was a kid, for the longest time, she thought the fireworks were for her because it was her birthday. Which is such a little kid thing to think. But it's like the day, you know, we'd spend with mom, you know, take her out golfing, just kind of hanging out, and then we made s'mores one night because me and my sister gave her birthday present in pieces, and it was like some assembly required. And it was a box of graham crackers, a pack of Hershey's chocolate, and a pack of marshmallows. So, yeah. And it's like those like little birthday memories, you know? It can make something real special. Golfing and beating each other up. Yep, nothing says happy birthday like golfing and yelling and beating each other up. Happy birthday! Do you need help? Okay, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. About that. We're good now. Riley just needed some help moving some books. Because her big sister has gone to Grandma's, and she will go to Grandma's tomorrow. So.
Go!
And that's the one thing for sure whenever you got multiple kids, especially with a big age gap, is trying to make sure you give them the much needed one-on-one time too. Sorry, boo. Whee! So I have Riley by myself today. And tomorrow, she'll be also going to Grandma's.
Finish!
So, yeah, just kind of going back to, like, the whole birthday thing. It's like, I'm always making sure other people have the good birthday, and I never really think about myself, so... So when it comes to my own birthday, I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, really... Even if it's just like, oh, let's play games with friends on my birthday every single year, I would be so happy, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be this extravagant party at a restaurant. It doesn't have to be this carefully curated plan that has like 500 steps. Like, I just want to hang out with the people that I care about and the people that care about me. That's all I really want. So, that's all I really want in life. So, yeah, and if it's just like, play games with friends every single year, why not? You know, I'd be a happy camper. Hell, like, I mentioned my, my dentist appointment this morning, and, I got a purple toothbrush, because I got asked by the hygienist, if I wanted a new toothbrush, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get a new toothbrush. Ooh. I only roll one, but it's fine. No. Sure. Yeah, I got a purple toothbrush. And again, it made me so happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go up. Oh, that put me in a bad spot, actually. I'll be fine. So, yeah, and I was a happy camper because I got a purple toothbrush. Like, anything purple just makes me so happy. And it's like, I'm very simple. I am very simple. Like, purple, man. Just give me purple. Yeah, I should have went the other way. Damn. Oh well. It's fine. I mean, I stole a star from him, he'll just go steal it. Anywho. Yeah. I'm also trying to think too, because whenever I made my cupcakes, or like any other time I have I think I had this with Allie's too. Riley's not so much because she had a big hunkin' cake and we could pile on the frosting as much as we wanted to. With cupcakes, I used a bunch of frosting on my cupcakes in particular, and I was still left over with a bunch of frosting because I am never sure how much frosting I will need to cover my cupcakes, and 1 can of frosting is perfectly fine because I am always able to fill up the 2nd can of frosting with my newly colored purple frosting. So, like, what I do to make my color frosting is I put the 2 cans of frosting in the bowl, do the food coloring shenanigans, grab my mixer, the hand mixer, and I mix it that way. Yeah, I grab the hand mixer and mix it up that way, and then I can judge if I need to add blue or red or, you know, whatever color I'm doing. Riley, push it in all the way, please.
Go!
Let's just move. Okay. I'm like pressing A, and I'm like, I don't need to. Oh, this. Yay. Whee. We're doing good things here. We did really good. So yeah, I get the 2 cans of frosting, put it in a bowl, do the food coloring shenanigans, mix it up, and when everything's good, I frost from the bowl, and then when all the cupcakes are frosted, I will put them back into one of the containers, and it's usually enough to fill it up all the way. So it's like, I really should just get 1 can of frosting per 1 box of cake, because 1 box of cake mix will make 24 cupcakes. And yes, all those cupcakes did get eaten. I ate the last one yesterday. So no more birthday cupcakes. And also the other sad part was there was a particular like sugar, like kind of candy sugar topping sprinkle thing, whatever, that I wanted, that was like a purple blues. It had like really pretty colors. And I kept seeing it over and over at Walmart for several weeks. And I'm like, ooh, I want that for my birthday. I want that for my birthday. And then by the time it was time to buy the cake mix and get the frosting and everything, they didn't have it on the shelf. They didn't have it for 2 weeks in a row. Because they didn't have it the week before my birthday, they didn't have it the day before my birthday, but they sure had it on the shelf the week after my birthday, which kind of sucked, honestly. But lesson learned, if I have a vision for something and I see the product of the vision, I need to just get it as soon as possible. Because if I had $1 for every time that I wanted something that was on the shelf, and when it came time to buy, it wasn't there anymore, I'd have $2. Which isn't a lot, but man, it's strange it happened twice. The first time it happened was when I was pregnant with Riley. Shoot. Yeah, when I was pregnant with Riley, there was this really cool blue diaper bag that I just fell in love with every time we walked by the baby section. But I was also early into pregnancy. Every time I saw it, I'm like, I want this in my life. And when it came time to buy the diaper bag, it's like, okay, it's time to get a diaper bag and actually buy it. I'm not very good at this. I have never been very good at that minigame.
Yes, I'm the winner.
I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Yeah, the blue diaper bag. By the time we needed to buy it, it wasn't on the shelf anymore. It wasn't with all the other diaper bags on the shelf, and I was so upset. But we did end up finding that particular diaper bag online, so we ordered it online, and I did get that particular blue diaper bag, so that one was at least a little bit salvaged. The sugar from my birthday, not so much. Not so much. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, lesson learned. If I see something and I have a vision for it, I'm getting it right away. I don't care, honestly. Just get me past it. See me over here. Position of everyone. That's no fun. I mean, I could have gotten Boo, but... Where am I? That is honestly not where I wanted to be. I don't even know who's over here. What the heck? Yeah, learn from my mistakes. If you have a vision for something, and you're so adamant about that vision, and you keep seeing this product on the shelf, and you have the extra money to get it right then, because you never know if it's not going to show up right when you need it. Crazy how I had that happen twice. But, my pivot worked out pretty good, because I got this kind of darker purple, sugar sprinkles. It turned out really good. So, it's like, man, the pivot worked out, but damn, it wasn't what I wanted. But at least it was still the same chocolate cupcake strawberry frosting. But yeah, now I have a whole freaking tub of purple frosting, and I don't know what to do with. I had to get rid of the one from last year, because it just never got used. So... like, man, I would have to bake a whole nother set of cupcakes. But it's like, I don't have people to share cupcakes with. I mean, I have my family.
Finish.
But man...
Oh, did I win?
But, yeah, Vegito's had a hankering for brownies. Like, just a good old-fashioned brownie. And so I picked up some brownie mix the other day, because I don't trust myself to make anything from scratch. Box mix is fine. Box mix is totally fine. Me? No, don't steal from me. I have done nothing. So... and I know there's a whole, like, cult of people that are like, box mix bad. But box mix is not bad. Box mix can be good. Hell, the whole cake pop drama, about a month ago, or earlier this month, I don't remember. That whole debacle was, like, the mean girl cake pop lady, released a cookbook using box cake mix. And it's like, bro, you can't do that. And it was all over a Fruity Pebble cake pop mix, a recipe. And it's like, girl, you are using box mix for a professional recipe you are publishing and selling. Like, bro. Yeah, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, box mix. And I learned a method to make box mix good for cake. And I'm not gonna gatekeep this because it's not like a family recipe or anything. I learned it from a video years ago. And I learned it years ago, and that is on your box mix instructions. It'll say like, oh, like a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of water, and like 3 eggs or whatever. I think that was the instructions on my cake that I did on the box. Yeah, a cup of water. Yeah. So what you do is you replace the water with milk and you add 1 egg than what it says. So in a recipe of a cup of water, 3 eggs, you replace the water with milk. So instead of 1 cup water, it's 1 cup milk. And instead of 3 eggs, it's 4 eggs. Because the more eggs you add, the fluffier your baked good will be. That's why if you want cake-like brownies, you add an egg to whatever it says. There was one time, I think, I say one time, but it happened a month ago, when I was helping Allie make her cake, because she wanted, you know, again, I get the kids involved in making their own baked goods, you know, because it's fun, and I get that bonding time with them. When we were making Allie's cupcakes, it was right after a ball game. So it was like 9 p.m. We were all tired, but it's like, we're gonna bake the cake now, frost them in the morning, and then be ready for your party. We got to mixing everything. We did everything as far as we knew. And then I was mixing everything and I was looking at the batter. I'm like, this doesn't look right. This doesn't look quite right. Well, it didn't look right because I forgot to add the eggs to it.
Go!
Yeah, you kind of can't forget the eggs when baking a cake. You just can't do that. You're not allowed to forget the eggs, and I about did that. So luckily I caught it soon. So we added the eggs. We added 4 eggs to, you know, 1 more than what the box calls for. And we saved it.
Finish.
We saved the cake. We saved the cupcakes. Yeah, and it's like, again, we were right after a ball game, after a long week of ball games, because Allie had 2 games that week, Wednesday and Friday, and Riley had 2 T-ball games that same week, so it was like a stupid busy week. Saturday was Allie's party, and it's like the only time to bake the cake was after Allie's game. So we came home, and it was also like trying to storm too. And I had to like go out and get vegetable oil because we couldn't find, we could not find what we had. So I had to go buy a new bottle of vegetable oil. Ooh! Right, change up for only 5 coins from now on. Nice. Love that. I've never seen that one on this board before, so let's go. So yeah, it was all kinds of crazy, and I almost forgot the eggs in Allie's cake. But again, I noticed it when we were mixing the batter and not when we were baking it. But even if we were baking it, I would have like full stopped it and just gone out and bought a new box of cake mix. That's what I would have done. And it was late, so I would have had to go to Dollar General for that, because the grocery store closes at 9. Hello, Laura. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Egg optional. It became optional for sure. Important news. Lilix sent me a video of Lilix, baby, trying pureed food for the first time. I will cry right now. She had no idea what to do with it. She looked so confused but happy to be involved. It's always such a treat to watch babies try food for the first time. It is such a treat. I'm gonna cover that up. That don't need to be there. And I don't know what that is. Is that a twister? 1, 2. Where is everybody? They're all over there. It is Twister. Put me over there. That is over there. Nice. Oh no, I'm gonna land on that. I don't want to land on that. I want to be there. I want to be up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to land on Bowser either. Yeah, it is so funny watching babies try food. Because when, it was recommended by doctors to start with vegetables. Start with pureed vegetables. Because a lot of time, the fruit is super sweet. And if you start with fruits, they won't want the veggies. So start with vegetables, and then kind of work your way into fruits. And I always started with green beans. Green beans and peas. Because my mom always told me no baby likes vegetable green beans. And she's right. No baby freaking likes that. But the reason I start with it is so just on the off chance that they do happen to like it, but also I only have to buy it one time. Peas are a little bit better than the green beans. Like, peas I've gotten multiple times. And then you work your way up to like the butternut squash, the carrots, and then you get your fruits, your bananas, your bland blah blub. Banana, blackberry, blueberry. Bland blah blub. And then you just kind of work your way up. It's so fun watching them figure out what the heck is going on. And like the first like real taste of solids is usually like the cereal, like the rice cereal. You kind of mix it with like their formula. Allie was never sure of the rice cereal, but Riley loved it. Riley absolutely loved that cereal. And we got like the different like kinds, like it had like strawberries too. So, yeah, it's so fun watching babies try stuff for the first time. And one of my favorite things, I think Riley was about like 4 months old. It was the most hilarious thing. Because within reason, you can have your baby try like anything. Parents love to give babies like lemons and limes. It's so funny. Allie was unfazed the first time she had a lime. I don't know if we've really given Riley a lemon or a lime. I don't think we have. Bruh.
Finish.
But hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. But when Riley was about 4 months old, we were just sitting chilling one afternoon. I think it was evening. And Vegito had a can of Pepsi with him. And it's like, why not? You know, fuck it. And he gave Riley the tiniest sip of Pepsi. And she hated it. I wish I got it on video. Riley, hush. I wish I got it on video. That's how crazy it was. It was so funny watching her face just like scrunch up like, what the heck is this? What did you just give me? What did you make me eat? It was so funny. Waluigi's there. Where is everyone? Who is there? No. What turn? Okay, we still have time. Good. Doing great? Awesome! I'm also doing pretty good. So, yeah, I wish I got a video of Riley trying Pepsi for the first time. Oh, man. Egg puree. Blue is egg. According to my Discord, this is very true. Baby fever is high. I'm sure it is, especially after the video I sent you of Riley. Because, I was, cooking lunch, and, again, I have Riley by herself, because Allie's off with Grandma right now. I was cooking lunch, and Riley's been in and out of the kitchen like she does. She helps me a little bit. And, oh my god, that's kind of hilarious. He's him. I could never, because I have rolled a 1-1-2 before. Anyway. Riley was running in and out, and I heard her talk about Lune in Clair Obscur. I'm like, what? And she did a thing like, watch me float, and she's like doing this like little hop on one foot and like doing a pose. I'm like, and then it clicked, like, oh, and she's like, I'm floating like Lune. I'm like, oh, so that's what I got. That's when I got my phone out, and she's doing it now. It's so funny. She's so cute. That's when I got my phone out, and right when I hit record, she hits the Gustav pose, and like he's doing the overcharge. Like she's doing that. I'm like, yo. And then I tell her to float like Lune, and I got that on video. She just floated away out of the room.
Finish.
And it was so cute. It was so adorable. Careful, Riley. Man, these kids are so fun. For those who come after, yep, she did. She totally did. And it didn't quite register when I took the video of it until you said that comment. I'm like, you know what? She totally did. I had to watch it back. I was impressed. I know, she is very monkey see, monkey do. And like, she hit it perfectly. It's like, girl's got some kind of talent, man. As long as the baby isn't high, yes. We don't need any high babies. As pasta is pretty good today. I always hear the girls playing. They always play pretend for a lot of different things. And then I hear them referencing Clair Obscur because they've been here as I have played the game, because it's been summertime, they've been home. So, and it's like, I know the game's rated M for mature, but like, there's no, really it's just M for mature for the blood. Oh, what am I doing? And the language. The blood and the language. Really? There's no real nudity or excessive violence or anything. Like in Final Fantasy 16. Because that was one where I knew there was a lot of horrific moments in that game. And there were bits of nudity throughout. So it's like, I don't want the kids watching that one. So, that was one where it's like, I don't want to play this with the kids. So, but with Clair Obscur, that doesn't really seem to be anything super excessive that I can't get a handle on. Because, like, the kids are aware of what bad words are. And they know not to say them. I would hope. What turn are we on? Last two turns, okay. 1, 2. Mario's down there. Yes. Let's go for it. Free pasta's out the window. What do you mean? It's fine. Dude! Oh my god. Bruh, I'm just a freaking target now. There's a question today. What's an old school thing you like? I like old school gaming, you know, going back to like N64, SNES. GameCube is considered old school. I mean, it's considered retro. The Wii has been retro for a few years now. Which I think the benchmark I have heard for retro is 15 years. I have heard. So it's kind of crazy to think that the Wii is retro. Tessa made me re-download Clair Obscura and I restarted it. I didn't make you do anything. You did it on your own volition because I had no idea about it until I read your message. I had zero knowledge of you doing that, so you can't say I made you do anything. I did no such thing. You did it on your own volition. As long as the answer to everything? Yeah, sure, whatever. Rated R for the existence of French people. The French themselves are just rated R. Gihan. Gihan is old school. I mean, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of things that I am very old school on. But there's also a lot of like new stuff I like, but like the question's more about old school. Like, I was just talking about this with Vegeta the other day because I ranted about a particular Naruto opening. Anytime you really like look up the 4th opening to Naruto, you know, Go by Flow. We are fighting dreamers, that one. The one that plays after the Chunin exams in the Search for Tsunade arc. That one has 2 versions of it. And anytime you look up an official source, they only ever play the first one. They only ever play the first version of it. And there is a second version of it where you see more of Tsunade. She ain't a mystery anymore. And it's like, that really sucks. And it prompted a little bit of a rant and discussion. And like, the 5th opening of Naruto has like 6 different versions of it. And like, you had to pay attention to the opening to not miss a version difference. And I was telling Vegeta, like, they really don't make openings like this anymore. You know, where they like changed the version, they updated it throughout the story arc. And like nowadays, most anime openings just like blatantly spoil shit. They're showing off the big mystery, big bad in the opening of this arc, and they're not seen till like halfway through. And it's like, okay, I understand to encourage intrigue, but sometimes they just like blatantly spoil shit, and it's like, dude, I miss the days where you like had to watch the opening just to get the I have a chance. Hold on. I can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I had to roll at least a 17. Damn it! I get 12. Bruh. Lots of games, DS, PS Vita, PSP, PS1. Nice. Just because it has a fake out opening that I love. You think it spoils it, but the thing doesn't happen. Ooh. Nice. But yeah, like a lot of stuff just like blatantly spoils the show. And it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? But yeah, back in the day, the openings just spoil everything about the arc, and it's like, bro, whatever. I'm a mess, 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 mess. I'm a mess in distress, focus to the best, dress fearless, say yes, we don't dress to impress. So yeah, and I know, again, like, having like an air of mystery, like kind of throwing a character in there, but like not showing anything else about the character is fine. But if you show a character doing blatantly bad things or like helping out the protagonist, but then in the story it's like, are they friend or foe? You know, it's like, that's kind of rude, because in the opening it shows them clearly an ally. so it just like spoils that. I'm gonna go back to the 11th opening of One Piece. For one, that's what got me into K-pop in a very roundabout way. But for two, the opening itself, it's really weird to go back to that and actually understand the context now. Because I've been watching One Piece. Because I found that opening not knowing anything about it. It's like I knew of One Piece, but I didn't know story implications or anything. I had no idea. So, yeah, going back after, you know, being in that, you know, story arc and understanding more of the context, you see Boa Hancock in the opening, in the 11th opening, and that is like her, like, real introduction. But you just see her standing there, staring down Luffy. And she's kind of, you know, it's one of them, like, serving face. You just see Boa Hancock standing there serving face because, well, one of her things is she is regarded as a canonically attractive woman. But then you see Luffy just staring blankly right back at her. But the thing is, that's all you really see of her. There's an air of mystery about her. So you don't really know if she's a friend or foe. But you see that in the opening. If it was like in today's standards of opening, you would see her as her true role in the story and not like the stoic is she friend or foe in the opening. So, but I love Boa Hancock. She's so funny. I may lose this because that last turn was abysmal. Running Star. Probably not me. It is me, okay. I think Waluigi has one more star than me. Did Boo win? Did he steal it? I don't know. Don't know, don't really care. I'm going to snooze ads. Because they are about to start on the reveal of the winner. It's like, no, let's snooze them for now. It's Boo, he stole it. Whoa. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. If only I'd gotten a higher roll on that last Star Steal. He spent a lot of money, wow. If Minigame Star was there, I would have gotten it. Orb was Mario. Running Star, what? Wow. By 1 space! That's crazy. That is crazy. Red was Boo. He got happening in red. Yeah, if Orb Star popped up instead of Red or Happening, then Mario would have gotten it and I would have won. If Minigame Star popped up instead of Red or Happening, I would have won. But I think with shopping, if shopping was included, yeah. So, yeah, I had a real strong last third of it, but then it kind of fell off because I made some mistakes. But that's fine. It's whatever. We should boo him. My spine is in my back, which is good. That's where it should be, of course. If your spine was outside of your body, that would be a major problem. That would be a major problem. But, yeah, that'll be it for today. Yeah, we just did 40 turns because I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time. Because for one, it's supposed to be really hot today, and I'd rather turn on my AC. So, yeah. And schedule for the week, tomorrow is Wednesday, tomorrow is Clair Obscure. Tomorrow may or may not go burr, really depending on outside sources. So, just with the fact that I know Allie's with Grandma right now, and Riley will go up there tomorrow. But from my understanding, they want to keep Allie another day. So, I may or may not be without the kids tomorrow. And if I am without the kids and just completely by myself, nothing's stopping me. Last time that happened, I went like 7 hours playing Okami. I beat the game though. But yeah, last time I was essentially left unsupervised in a streaming environment, I went almost 7 hours. And I beat Okami. So, yeah, tomorrow may or may not go burr. It may or may not go burr. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how I'm feeling. And we'll see if any other outside sources play a part. Like if my husband comes home for the night, then I will have to go get him and I will probably have to stop at a decent time. Or if something happens and the kids need to come home, you know. But like, if I am left unsupervised without the kiddos to take care of, and I'm just here, man, everything can go AWOL, man. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know, the one Naruto guy did pretty okay with his spine outside his body. Frick, what was his name? I know that one bone guy. 7-hour Clair Obscur? I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. Anywho. Dum. Stop telling me about TwitchCon passes. I am too broke to go. Broski. And Riley has the hiccups. And now I patiently wait. Yeah, so tomorrow is Clair Obscur. Thursday is Mario Party 7. We're gonna do Neon Heights on Thursday. That sounds fun. And then Friday, more Clair Obscur. I could very well beat Clair Obscur before kids go back to school. I think that's kind of my goal in a way. Because I don't want to have to worry about making a hard stop at a particular time with Clair Obscur. Because like, if it's a game I know, then I can kind of figure out when to put on the brakes to stop to go get stuff ready and go pick up kids from school. But if it's a game I don't know very well, I don't know when those moments are. I don't know how long these cutscenes go. So yeah, I think my goal here is to beat the game before school starts. Gestural Beach episode. We had an unintentional beach episode yesterday because I was doing everything in the world except for story progression. Unintentionally, mind you. There she is. There's Blue. Blue is live. Let's go raid Blue. What's our raid message? Old school booze, please. It'll be great because booze sound like booze, and I think it'd be really funny. Old school booze, please. Wow, I can't type to save my life. All right, so yeah, tomorrow Clair Obscur, Thursday Mario Party, and Friday more Clair Obscur. So yeah. Let me get started. There we go. We're gonna go raid Blue. So yeah. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is Clair Obscur. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party 7. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out. And we will see you next time.